Hello everyone and welcome to GalactaCrash, one of the few gaming channels that actually simulates with physics, real physics. Today we are going to be doing something interesting with the Earth. Well, we've already terraformed the moon, and we terraformed a moon of the moon, which we created ourselves. So, why don't we see what happens? Let's slow this down, actually. Close to real time. Let's see what happens. What would happen if we were to add another Earth in a binary orbit with the Earth? Now then, let me actually activate orbits so I can see the orbit of the moon. There we go. And we'll put it about halfway between the moon and the Earth, this second Earth. And just to make things interesting, we will add a moon to this Earth as well. And it actually looks like that moon is sort of following the same path. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. First off, before I even start the simulation, I'm going to slow it back down close to real time. Not exactly, but close. So, let's see. Okay, it looks like they've entered binary orbit. They're stable. Moons are somewhat stable. Okay. Speed this up. Yep, you can already see the real moon entering into a much closer orbit, elliptical orbit. Oh! The second Earth moon has entered its own orbit along the binary orbital path of Earth 1 and Earth 2. Let's actually change the name of this other one to, just for simplicity's sake, Terra Firma. Not sure why that happened. Oh, and it looks like both of the moons have now entered into... Okay, they're both probably going to be destroyed. They've entered into... Okay, it looks like this moon is now going to slam into the Earth somewhere around the Pacific Ocean. I am going to slow it down to real time, and we will see what happens. Close to real time, I should say. Yeah, it's going to be destroyed. Speed it back up. Well, it looks like the original Earth is going to be destroyed. Like all life is going to die on it. This would be a catastrophic event. Civilization ending event right here. You can see the shadow of the moon hit over the South Pacific. At least it's hitting in a place that's uninhabited. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful, actually. Yeah, it's just getting completely consumed by the Earth. And Earth's mass has actually shrunk considerably. Well, comparatively speaking. Yeah, we've lost the moon. Our moon. Looks like Hawaii is pretty much screwed when it comes to tsunamis. Oh, look at those fragments. Those are huge. We may actually get... Oh, they're coming back down. Maybe not. Maybe not. We may actually get a new moon out of that. Who knows? Actually, it looks like the other moon has completely escaped binary orbit. Oh my. Look at that. Look at the shock wave just rippling over the Pacific. Yeah, Mexico, California, Texas. Yeah. Oh, it's hitting Canada now. Okay, those fragments are coming back down. The surface temperature has risen considerably. For those of you that have been paying attention, the Earth's surface temperature is normally, stably, at about 15 degrees Celsius. Oh, it just went back down at random. Okay. It looks like we got a little bit of a dust cloud here. Of debris. Oh, look at that scar. And it's on the terminus between day and night. On twilight. Okay, let's speed this up and see what would happen. Looks like that fragment now is part of the Earth again. The Earth's temperature has not really changed. Even though we got this huge gash in our side, nothing is really gone. It's really changed. It's gone up a degree from normal. Civilization has not ended. Of course, we may not be giving it enough time. Up there we go. Now temperature is increasing. Okay. Balmy. 23, 24, 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, that's probably going to keep rising. Oh, it looks like the moon keeps entering and exiting orbit with the Earth binary system. It actually looks like, yeah, there it goes again. It actually looks like it's going to be ejected. The way it keeps doing that. Alright, now let's speed it up. Temperature is still steadily rising. The moon keeps entering and exiting orbit with us, with the Earth's. Getting rather hot on the Earth. We'll wait till November, then we'll see how bad it is. Yeah, okay, now we'll slow it down. So this gash has now healed over slightly with water, but oh my god, the Great Lakes on North America and Chesapeake Bay, or not Chesapeake, I forget what this bay is called. I know what it is. But now it's completely dry. A lot of shorelines have dried up. Yeah, look at that. Oh, you can now walk. You can now walk on this from Australia. I'm going to guess that everything up here is dry, or at least some sort of land bridge is now dried up, where it looks like it. Oh no, you can't go through. You can't go through that just yet. But it looked like you could have driven from Sydney up to China, up to Beijing. But you can walk from, looks like you can walk from the southern tip of South America. Oh, look, I think our axis has changed. Or maybe it's just summer. Winter in the northern hemisphere right now. I'm going to speed this up again. Temperature is still rising. You can walk from the tip of South America to the tip of Africa now on this Earth. Let's take a look to see how our evil twin is doing. Our evil twin is also hot? Extremely hot? What? Not as hot as normal Earth, but still pretty hot. What? What? I don't get it. It's like a bad joke. Well, maybe not a bad of a joke. Alright, now let's take a look to see how stable this orbit remains. Okay, it's actually become a lot more elliptical with the binary system now. It gets pretty close to Venus, so let's slow it down while it's at its farthest point, or at least relatively farthest point. Take a look to see. Okay, this one is terra firma is getting cool again. I'm going to assume as the winter months drag on. Oh, now it's still pretty balmy. It's still about, for everyone that lives in the States, it's still over 100 degrees, or close to 100 degrees. Not over, I should say. This is height of summertime temperatures for mid-northern North America, excuse me. But to have that as an average temperature about 8 degrees warmer than normal, that's extreme. Let's take a look at the original Earth. It's gotten about the same. Cloud coverage has returned to normal. Okay, that's a good sign. We got, you can no longer, I think that, the land bridge is gone again, but there's no more ice. It's ice-free. I would imagine at this point, all the coastlines would just be flooded. The Great Lakes are pretty much gone. No, maybe they're not flooded. Maybe the coastlines are not flooded. Maybe they're just, yeah, you know what? They're drying up. All the major ports are gone. They're now way up. Most of the major ports, I should say. I can't say all of them would be. Looks like Alexandria, Egypt has actually fared really well. Yeah, right here. Decently well. The Nile is pretty much extinct, I'm sorry to say. Italy, France, Spain, England, yeah, all these places, they're probably producing some really, really good wine right now here in Western Europe. Right in this season. The winter season is now the best prime time for wine, apparently. So let's speed this back up and see what happens as we get closer to summer, how much warmer it gets. So we're at our closest point, and it's about double what it was in winter. This is more than 100 degrees. Yeah. So, on this Earth, it shows that there's life, but I doubt there really is. Or if there is, it's nothing like what it was before. And I'm going to assume that it's the same here, except possibly now the two Earths are exchanging population and information. They're twins. Twinsies. So, let's run this for a little while and see what happens, actually. I'm interested to see. It looks like it hasn't really disturbed the solar system. Let's see if we can ever recapture the moon. That'd be an interesting idea. Recapture the moon. It'll eventually catch up with us, but will it work to the point where it will actually, where our orbital plane will cross? There we are. This will be our closest point to the moon in a very long while. Year is 2026. Far off in the reaches of space, two Earths circle each other. Like a really dirty Bezier joke. Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad joke. Okay, it looks like the moon is somewhat re-entering orbit of the Earth's. It's getting closer. Oh, it may just... Oh, you know what? It might... It's not... It's not... It may... Oh, no. It's not. But its orbit has been... Oh, it did! But its well, no, it didn't. But now its orbit has been extremely changed. It's re-entered orbit of the Earth. And it looks like it's entered into this really weird orbit with the Earth's, where every 10 years it realigns and its own orbit changes. Looks like it's getting thrown further out into the solar system. Yeah. It's probably also affecting both of the Earths. The two Terras. To the point where they're exiting the habitable zones. Yeah, they're in the hot zones. Just at the cusp. They're definitely at the cusp. Probably too far into the red at this point. Although they do go out into the much more temperate zones. You may want to try terraforming Mars next. In fact, we may just. So I'm just going to leave this go and speed it up. It looks like the moon is still... Yeah. It's probably never going to re-enter Earth orbit. It's interesting, though. So let's see how this game of cat and mouse works. How bad is the moon's orbit going to decay in the end? The Earths are starting to catch back up again. So let us zoom back in, and it's again... Oh no, now it's like 12 years later. Or, not 12, 8 years later. Or 7, 8 years later. And the moon and the Earth are both going to re-enter their new cosmic dance. Let's actually slow down for a minute and see how the original Earth is doing again. Still got that scar a couple years later. It's looking a lot browner. Yeah. Guessing terra firma is too. Yeah, it's not looking as green. One of the few times you want to see green as a healthy color. I don't think the Earth is going to affect the moon again. But let's take a look. No, it's going to be a long while yet before the moon and the Earth re-enter their cosmic dance on the stripper pole. Alright, we're coming back up to it. Looks like we might get close enough this time. Might. Or, You know, we may not even get it. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. Although, whenever we cross orbital paths again, we probably will. At this rate. It is 2040 so far. Keep going. Let these two Earths oscillate a bit. Back out into the habitable zone. They are slowly migrating back into the habitable zone. I have to say, I do see it happening. I think the orbit is now stable. Actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let this run for a little bit. I'm going to focus on the sun. I'm going to look at it from the top and see this really interesting bullseye. Just let it run for ages on end and see what happens. Okay, I think that's enough of that. It looks like... Yeah, they're pretty much dead at this point. I highly doubt life really did manage to thrive here. This is terra firma. So, out of curiosity, let's take a look to see what would happen if we destroyed terra firma and returned it to its rightful place in the solar system. So I'm going to slow this down. Close to real time. Now, there. Will the Earth's orbit stabilize again? It looks like it settled right back into its old orbit. But it may get showered. It may get a shower of debris, a large debris. Who knows, maybe it'll coalesce into a whole new moon. Maybe it'll actually capture something. Speeding it up just a bit. I doubt it's really going to capture a whole lot of significant debris. Maybe. Oh! It was just destroyed. What? Oh my god. It may be the heat wave from from terra firma being destroyed. Well, I guess that's all for today's show. I will see you next time.